Ladies and gentlemen, we're live. We got the Golden State Warriors versus Los Angeles Lakers. Summer League basketball coming to you tonight. It's going to be a fantastic game. You just look at this rosters on both sides. I mean, they both have not only NBA players, but exciting young NBA players. On the Warriors side, I'm not sure who all is going to play. In the Summer League, they don't really announce who's going to play and who's not. It's kind of just, whatever happens. But on the roster, you see Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, Patrick Baldwin, Houston Yesef. You see Quindary Weatherspoon, who's a nice prospect NBA player who's played. James Wiseman. And then you got, of course, the kid last night kind of stole the show, Guy Santos. And, of course, J.D. Note. So, I mean, you look at that Summer League roster of the Warriors, you're like, man, that sounds like almost like a preseason roster, not even a Summer League. So what do you have to say about this young core that the Warriors have assembled the right way?
It's Golden State, man. So many young players I'm super excited about. I love Ryan Rollins. I talked in depth about him in our draft video. Love J.D. Note. Loved him in Arkansas, even though he ripped Kentucky's hearts out multiple times. Dude is an elite scorer, a three-level guy. Trying to figure out his position. Santos, another guy we hit on in the draft video. Guy right now on the screen, Scottie Pippen Jr. I loved him at Vandy. He was
just about to get into the Lakers roster. I mean, 5 of them were a part of the South Bay Lakers last year. As you guys all know, I'm a huge Laker fan. Stay really in tune with the whole G League, with the whole process. They have 5 former South Bay Lakers off of last year's team. Last year's team was really, really good. So the starters last night were Scottie Pippen Jr., Max Christie, Cole Swider, Vito Brown, and Jay Huff. Jay Huff is a guy that I want you to keep your eye on. I believe he is ready for the show. I think he's ready for the big time. I think he's ready for, I don't know if it's going to be a spot on the Lakers. We do have a backup center position that is wide open right now. We signed Damian Jones, and now with that backup spot, we don't have another 5 on our roster. Jay Huff is probably in the tryout list for that. Off the bench, we got Mac McClung, Paris Bass, who had an incredible first game. Yeah, yesterday you even asked me, you said, who's this Paris Bass kid? And to be honest, I'm not exactly sure. I haven't watched a lot of Paris Bass, but then we have Sharif O'Neal, Nate Pierre-Louis, and, like I kind of said, Mason Jones. So that's the 10 that they have been rolling out. They play a really strict rotation for it being summer league. It's something that Coach Handy and Darwin Ham are really trying to instill in these guys, the 4-out, 1-in motion. It's a whole new offense that the Lakers are implementing. I'm so excited for the actual season, but we get to see a little version of that in Summer League. So, yeah, really excited. Just some few quick thoughts on this Laker roster, Fred, and maybe a guy to watch out for.
Very nice little roster they put together. We're really interested to see how Max Christie transitions over to the NBA style. Love Mac McClung. I don't care if he's undersized. That dude can play. Super athletic. Scottie Pippen Jr., I touched on a little bit. I loved him at Vandy. Every year he got better. Another guy, a little undersized, but if you can play ball, you can play ball. So, yeah, super excited about those guys. Love Jay Huff at Virginia. Thought he did a lot of good things for UVA. So I think they put together a very interesting and fun roster to watch, and I'm very excited for this matchup. I think it's going to be very entertaining. Had a great game for the Sacktown in Miami. That was a great game, but I think this one's going to bring just a different level of basketball.
I completely agree. So it looks like for the Warriors, it's Moses Moody. Guy Santos is out there.
We know he's out there, a good-looking feller.
Yeah. Who's their big guy? Who is that? I think it's Gabriel Gashelli.
That's a long man, whoever it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Gabriel Vashelli. And then they got Lester Quinones from Memphis.
I love Santos.
And Houston Jessup.
Oh, yeah.
Was that Santos?
Yeah, tracked down his own board.
Tracked down the own rebound there. Kicks it back out to, that is Quinones. He's very aggressive as he shoots a dribble pull-up, and that's butter. Nice. He was, again, very aggressive at Memphis. Kind of.
Yes. Old Penny Hardaway's guys. You know.
Yep. Now Scottie Pippen is looking to go one-on-one here. A couple screens, and he's attacking. Flips it up for Jay Huff over the top shelf. A guy I told you to watch out for, making an instant impact already. Jay Huff, number 30, man. I'm telling you, he's ready. He was ready last year. I have no idea why he wasn't on the roster. This kid, I don't know how he's still a Laker. He wasn't on a roster. Like, literally was a G Leaguer last year. It doesn't make any sense how nobody has picked him up. But nonetheless, he's a Laker, and I hope he stays that way. Good touch on the free throw, and it's 3-2 LA early. I'm so excited for this game, man. We have some high-level prospects. As Guy Santos.
Playing for too, man.
Both these teams here, man. As we have, looks like Paris Bass starting today as Jay Huff kind of gets tripped up. For the Lakers, it's Max Christie, Scottie Pippen, Paris Bass is starting. I need to make a little note of that.
Max Christie has a lot of weight to put on that, man.
Yes, he does. He is a slim cup of tea, if you will. And then, of course, Cole Swider and Jay Huff. Really excited about Cole Swider as well.
Syracuse product, yes, sir.
Yeah, I think he's going to fit in extremely well. Good backdoor by Guy Santos. Left-handed pass. Looks like the big man didn't know was for him. And we'll go the other way. As Scottie Pippen. Dude, I just like the control Scottie Pippen has played with. He started out really, really slow last game, but hopefully here he'll get more comfortable. As a step back over, Jay Huff. Up fake. Drives, draws all the way, right-handed, foul. Look at the bench for the Lakers Summer League team. They are so engaged. They're up and at it. This is something that I'm really excited about with the new staff, is they are just infusing so much energy with the youth that they're bringing in, with just the energy about the Laker way and just making these guys believe. I'm extremely excited for the new era of Laker basketball. Jay Huff back to the line. That soft touch.
It's a great touch for a big man, especially that big. He's a hoss.
Jay Huff. Remember the name. He is very, very special. And I wouldn't say special to the point where he's going to be one of the best bigs of all time or the best big in the league by any stretch, but just a very, very good rotational guy. As here's Quinaris again. You know how to say his last name?
I think you're pretty much as close as it's going to get.
Quinaeus has a good drop-off fast by Moses Moody, but Jay Huff. Dude, just sit back and enjoy. I try keeping things a secret in Lakerland. A Scottie Pippen tough shot fouled, and it looks like that was on Guy Santos. This Laker Summer League team, man, they get up, they run, they have so much energy. It's just fun to watch. It's Jay Huff. Swats away Selon Mavugbi. And the Warriors have a couple players I thought was pretty interesting on their roster that they have that is only for Summer League. As our guy back, crazy European basketball fans lighting flares of smoke, cheering very loudly, burning chairs sometimes, cursing the players from the opposing team. Watch YouTube.
Dude, have you seen some of them? Dude, they get rowdy, son.
Yeah, I know. That's some. Me and my girlfriend were talking one day, and literally, it's whenever Draymond Green and Klay Thompson kind of had something to say about the Boston fans. I was like, man, have you seen some of these European playoff games, like where they are literally lighting flares in the building? Like they are literally insane. As Guy Santos hangs in the air, won't go. It looked like Paris kind of flipped it off the rim as Guy Santos scratches for the first time tonight.
He's tough, man. He looks very comfortable out there.
Yeah, he's got incredible feel. I'm just liking that there's more notable names that we both know, so we can do a little play-by-play. Color over here, kind of get more into the element. As Paris Bass looking. It looks like there's a foul. Was it three in the key on defense? What do we got here? Yep, that's exactly what it was. Cole Swider, he's going to scratch here. He's got beautiful form. Number 21.
They always do coming out of Syracuse.
6'9", just a pure stroke right there. I literally watched that kid drop 30 and was like, holy cow. And then whenever the Lakers brought him in for a second workout, NBA draft day, you said, what's your hottest take? I said, well, I think the Lakers are going to sign my boy Cole Swider to a two-way deal as soon as the draft's over. And lo and behold, that's exactly what they did. As Paris Bass going downhill, flips it out. Jay Huff, he's ready to fire. Good touch, won't go. Rebound by Selam. Looks like Moses Moody.
Moody's games, man.
Yeah, he should be able to bully Max Christie. Good job by Christie there. Santos kind of flings it out to Quinneas. Quinneas over to Juice-Up. Juice-Up. Oh, he's got
a pretty lefty stroke, man. Woo!
He shot the ball really, really well from Boise. He's from Boise State. I'm pretty sure he was a first-round pick last year, maybe second. I don't know if you want to fact-check me there. I'm not 100% on that, but yeah, the European fans are extremely crazy. My guy, I wish you had a first name I could read off. All right, looks like the Warriors are bringing out a little pressure here. Moosey's got a little cut above his eye.
Looking like was actually late second last year.
Late second. I knew he was a pick. I don't know if Moody's going to be able to play with that cut right there. That's a pretty wicked cut above the eye.
Quinones, man, he looks like a very able on-ball defender as well. He's gotten up in Sky Pitten's grill a couple times.
He's fiery, man. He's quick. Yeah, it looks like they're going to have to pull Moses. It looks like he needs stitches. Maybe not. It might just be blood on the jersey and they're just getting him out. But it looks like he could need some stitches. And it looks like there's no Kuminga, no James Wiseman again. Looks like they're saving them for the Vegas trip. I don't know if I like that. I mean, you got to get a feel going in the Cali Classic here. It's a nice on-ball trap of the dribble handoff, kind of stunts Paris Bass there. Floater off the line. Paris Bass clears it. Paris Bass goes up and gets that thing.
That was number 26 right there.
3-ball by
Alex
Swiner.
Morales, the Wagner product. With a good defense on that previous possession.
Who's number 26?
That is Wagner's finest, Alex Morales.
Alex Morales. I didn't have him written down as nice little give and go. Islam way off the line. Scottie Pippen's got it. Scottie Pippen looking to push here. Christie, good cut, good feed, and the two-handed slam. I'm just loving the energy on that sideline right there from the bench.
Dude, they're getting up, man. I like it.
They're getting after it. Dude, this Lakers Summer League team, they play extremely hard.
It's like Max Christie picking up ball.
Sneaky good defender. Don't leave your feet there, Swider.
Very good defender.
That's a tough shot. That's a pretty stroke. Yes.
That lefty. The Bronco, the Boise State Bronco.
No, them boys are always sneaky. As now it looks like Scottie Pippen bringing it back up. They let Scottie Pippen run the show.
I like it, man. He did a great job at Vandy. Got to the line at a high clip.
There's Cole Swider. Got absolutely
that has mauled. To be a foul.
Paris Bass now, a little behind the back, drives, right-handed finish, won't go. Tips back up with the left hand, won't go. Max Christie battling on the glass. Max
Christie put his nose in there.
He got 9 rebounds, which was a game high yesterday. But just a nice little drop-off pass.
Great hands, too. That ball was tipped.
Christie's long. Did you give his length?
6'9" wingspan.
6'9", I was about to say. He looks...
Don't worry, I have wingspans going around in my noggin, just floating around.
No, don't get me excited about my boy Max Christie here.
I told you before the draft, man, he's one of my favorite guys coming out, dude. And the fact that he fell to you guys is incredible, man. Incredible.
Yeah, you've always told me about Max Christie. You've been high on him for a couple days, or a year.
He's definitely still
now.
Raw. I mean, he's but McDonald's All-American. Michigan State.
You've kind of been talking about him for like a year and a half now.
Yeah, man. I've liked him in high school, liked him in Michigan State. Hopefully he can give you guys some good minutes. I don't expect a superstar right away, but definitely a guy you can mold and maybe start in the G League and work his way up.
I'm going to be honest. I think he's going to get run in the big leagues.
I hope so, man. You think Austin Reeves is going to get some stay up there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Austin Reeves, if he's not a part of a trade package, which I could see the Brooklyn Nets doing everything they can to try to weasel Austin Reeves. If there's going to be a package surrounding Kyrie, if you're Brooklyn, you're like, okay, yeah, I'll take Russ, but give me Austin Reeves. Give me your young guy that seems to have some upside. Now, the only problem with Austin Reeves from a trade, like trading for him standpoint, it's the last year of his contract, and then he goes right into the restricted free agency. So, like, if he has a good year and there's a team out there willing to give him kind of the Alex Caruso deal, $7, $8, $9 million, are you willing to pay that, Brooklyn, if you're trying to, like, retool, rebuild, whatever you're doing?
I know that still hurts to get rid of Alex Caruso.
I hate talking about it. It doesn't even feel. I don't like talking about it. I'm literally about to go grab his jersey and put it on just for nostalgia. I miss him every day, dude. If there's one dude that like I think about all the time as a Laker fan, that's like I miss you. It's Alex Caruso.
I mean, he's an elite level defender.
Oh, he's incredible. That's a tough bucket by.
I'd like to see that shot get blocked.
Quinn Noes. He did a good job shielding.
Look at him play defense, man. He is up at like he is picking that full court.
Playing hard. You know if he's on a two-way deal or if he's just.
He's got a great set of legs on him. I think
Scottie Pippen, step back three. It's good.
Yeah, Lester's got a great trunk. I mean, he's got some solid legs on him.
I need to just start calling him Lester. That's so much easier to say. I have to give it down low to Gabriel.
Another lefty, it looks like.
Yeah, dude, his last name, Ganchanchashvili.
That'll play.
Will play. I'm going to start calling him Gabe.
Gabe.
Hey, what's up, Gabe? But here we go. I mean, it looks like Mason Jones was an entrance off the bench. Looks like they took out Cole Swider. Still got Paris Bass. That's another tough take, and he gets the whistle.
Lester's athletic, man. I remember watching a couple of Memphis games last year. It didn't really go out of my way because I'm not a big fan of Penny Hardaway's.
Can we get the man a pair of bigger shorts? I mean, for the love of Pete.
No, he wants them, bro. He did the same thing at Memphis. He rolled them all the way up to his.
I hate it.
Yeah,
I hate it. There's no rolling that. That's just a small pair of shorts. I don't think he has them rolled.
His undershorts are showing, man. I mean, look at that, man.
I mean, homie's got his compression shorts as Mac McClung.
There he is.
For Scottie Pippen.
Georgetown and TT product.
Played incredible in G League last season.
I'm glad he got
it looks like Fabian White Jr. getting his first run, number 49 for the Lakers. He did not. He was a DMP last time out. Maybe they're giving Sharif O'Neal the day and just giving Fabian White a little bit. That was a little bit of a foul coming across the back. 13-9, 4:44 to go. I mean, this has been some high-level intensity on both sides.
A lot of defense played. I like it, man.
It's a lot of defense, but also like the offenses are not struggling to find rhythm. But like you said, I mean, dude, the intensity is McClung gets it over to Huff. Huff dribbles, spin move. That's tough. Right-handed, won't go, but he got fouled.
Dude, Matt McClung, I love watching him run the one, dude. He's smooth.
Looks like somebody else is also checking in. I think it was Nate Pierre-Louis, if my eyes do not deceive me.
Mac McClung coaching up Max Christie.
Mac McClung, man, again, had a incredible G League run last year.
Had a great summer league or G League run with the Bulls, right?
Yes, and then he came. Well, he was a Laker. He was a Laker originally. And then number 47, no, that's R.J. Cole from Connecticut, getting his first run.
That man is tatted.
Of the G League. So they're digging deep into their bench this time around. Off the back-to-back.
J Huff is a great touch.
J Huff's real solid. As now, who is that bringing the ball up there? 27. That's Peyton Willis. Peyton Willis.
Stroke.
Right off the bench. They're going full court. I don't know if I like that whenever you have a guy like Mac who has some experience and explosiveness as he gets right down to the hole, over to J Huff. That was quite the duo in the G League.
Risky pass. I would have liked to see Mac maybe go up with that, but
yeah, he had him beat. Yeah, he had him beat. I would just go all the way.
Some traffic, but it's all right. Didn't turn it over. J Huff with some strong hands should win this tip.
I really like the Lakers going deep in their bench early. It's not like they're pulling these guys out late into the game, letting them get out there, try to get a feel. As Mac, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. It's got a little bit of time. Over to Mason Jones. Mason Jones looking to go to work, gets right around his man, and finishes.
That's a great career at Arkansas, man. He was a beast.
Yeah, I mean, he literally just blew past this Warriors defender, J Huff. Thou shalt not
great
enter
move
my
by Morales, but beautiful defense by J Huff.
Here comes Mason Jones. I mean, he's just so smooth. He's played the NBA level. He's played a lot of G League minutes. Is R.J. Cole deflects that one out of bounds.
Dude, I'm really impressed by J Huff early, man. He's been the one stick out for me.
Jay Huffman, he's so smooth. As you see the drive there on the replay, Mason Jones goes right at Willis there.
Oh, these SEC kids are always going to stick out just because I'm going to watch probably more tape on them than anybody.
And here we go. Lester downhill, mid-range.
That was ugly.
Won't go.
Got a two-namer. Is that Sasha?
Who's fit?
That is Sasha Kalea-Jones.
Sasha Kalea-Jones has emerged.
The UK North Carolina State product. I don't think you ever played at North Carolina State.
That is Sasha. And RJ Cole flips it up, won't go.
Literally looking at a picture of him on a poster right now. Literally right there.
Now Mac McClung got his man beat. They find him. Little one dribble out and turns it over. He was looking for a little bailout. I can't believe Sasha Kalea-Jones is literally out there.
Yeah, man. He was on that Shea Gilgeous-Alexander team in 2018. Looking at a picture of him right now.
And that's a 3, and that's good. The Warrior way. Drive, kick, knock it down. That's Alex Morales.
I'm impressed by him so far for the Warriors. He's looked comfortable out there, shooting it well.
His name flows right off the tongue. Mac McClung, floater is good.
He's so skilled offensively, man. Always the question mark with him is going to be his size, but man, like I said earlier, if you can put in the bucket, you got a spot, man.
It's facts. As the dribble pull up is good. Was that Alex Morales again?
I think it was number 27.
No.
That was
Peyton Willis.
Peyton Willis. That's his second shot made right there, man.
Willis and Morales are looking pretty comfortable as Mason Jones hands it over to Fabian White. They get it to Mac. Mac going to get a screen. Kind of sends him out. He wants a one-on-one here. He drives right at him. Great defense, but a foul. Mac looking at that closest ref like, bro, why didn't you call that? I love Coach Andy. He just looks like a swagged out man.
Lester's got to get some longer shorts, man. Yeah, you're probably bunched up in there, bud.
Dude, there's no way he can breathe right now. There's a 0% chance he can breathe.
I get it, man. You got some tree trunks, but yeah. I never got it, man.
19-17. Early.
Lester, of course, the Memphis product, a 3-year player for the Memphis Tigers. Had a great year last year for them.
One of my Laker guys on Twitter says, I have enjoyed watching 5 minutes of Summer League Lakers more than almost all of last season.
Would you second that?
I concur.
He concurs.
It was a terrible, terrible season last year. It was awful to watch every night. Like, these dudes already have more energy than the actual team last year. Like, last year's team just looked so lifeless from game one. But nonetheless, it's
comment coming from the Minnesota Timberwolves saying Timberwolves are going to the chip.
Timberwolves going to the chip. So you're a big fan of the Rudy Gobert trade, I guess. If you're willing to claim that they're going to the chip.
Wow.
How do you think that's going to work out, Minnesota Timberwolves? Are you excited for the fit alongside Cat? Do you think I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments as Fred kind of gives his thoughts on that trade.
I like it, man. I think it gets Cat out of the paint, which it doesn't seem like he really wants to be there. So I think Rudy's going to be the defensive anchor they need in the middle because Cat, an able defender, but, you know, he's obviously going to give you more on the offensive end. So I think it really helps Minnesota here.
Yeah, I agree in terms of the defensive side of the ball. I'm just intrigued how it works on the offense. I'm curious, just like you, Minnesota. I'm literally was just saying that as you typed it. I'm curious to see how they work together. I completely agree. It's going to be interesting. Like I said, defensively, it makes a little bit of sense. Like, is Cat going to be more on the perimeter now, though? Like, I mean, because he laterally is not very quick, or are they going to try to do some type of, like, 3-2 zone where Rudy and him are both on the block as we get back into summer league action?
My question for the Timberwolves, too, man, who's gonna run the one? Who's going to run the show over there?
I reckon it's D'Angelo Russell.
I guess it's got to be, man. He flashed at times, a little inconsistent, especially on his splits, but we know
Scott Santos all the way loses it, and Mac McClung saves it. Looks like Mason.
It's a couple turnovers early for Santos.
Over Sasha Kalea-Jones.
That looked good, Sasha.
Yeah, he's worked on that form a little bit.
Again,
Minnesota Timberwolves, I appreciate you stopping by, my guy. But I also am curious. see how all that works, as I believe that was Morales out the guy, back to Morales. Morales is going to get the screen. He's open. He fires. He's got a good shot, man.
He's not shy, man.
Are the Lakers going to get Kyrie? We kind of were talking about that like 5-10 minutes ago, as it's 20-20 now with a minute to go in the Summer League action. But I would assume that they do. I think it's just the writing's on the wall with Kyrie and the Nets, and the Lakers are very, very desperate as RJ Cole knocks in a triple, making it 23-20. But yeah, I think the Lakers are desperate enough to make a move. I don't think they give up both seconds. I think THT will eventually become a part of the deal. But if you get rid of Russ, I think that there will be motivation to keep THT, and maybe just try to do a swap of Kyrie and Russ and include a pick or two. But I don't know. The Lakers have a lot more pick capital than people give them credit for. They can't trade the picks that they have, but they have a lot of swaps coming up with the Pelicans that they're going to have first-round picks every year. It just probably won't be good picks, because if they're bad, the Pelicans will get it, and if the Pelicans are bad, the Pelicans will just keep their pick. And hopefully the Lakers aren't in a position where we get a bad pick again.
JD Note with a drive to the hole gets fouled. Of course, the Arkansas Razorback who gave SEC teams fit. I do believe he was the SEC leading scorer last year for a very talented Razorback squad coached by Eric Musselman.
And here's one of those players I was talking about earlier that is only available in the Cali Classic, Dustin Sleva. So this is his last opportunity. I think actually there's one more game of the Cali Classic on Tuesday. But this is one of his last opportunities to kind of make an imprint. Number 45, Dustin Sleva. That's Mac McClung. They're really content, the Lakers are, with Mac McClung and Scottie Pippen running the show. As good ball movement there. RJ Cole in the corner now. Just hit a three, and he attacks, flips it up, won't go. Kalea Jones, hustling, ends up on the deck. 23-21 as JD Note finds the open shooter, Guy Santos.
Great form, dude. It's a great form, though. Great rebound by Mac.
McClung, look at the
quick
speed. Finds RJ Cole.
Decision.
RJ Cole almost.
Great decision there, especially with the game clock running down. A lot of young guys just want to pull it up themselves, but way to stay calm there. I love Mac, man.
I agree. Dude, he's so fast.
Yeah, he took that ball quicker than everybody in the court.
So fast. But again, Minnesota, thank you so much for joining us. It's always a pleasure. We do this for you guys. We have a great time doing it.
Yeah, man. Keep the questions rolling. We're happy to answer anything.
But yes, so a good quarter of basketball there. The Lakers are up 23-21 heading into the second quarter. Again, this is some pretty intense summer league basketball. Coming off the first game where it was like 17-14 after the first quarter. This is very, very refreshing, if you will.
And be on the lookout for some videos getting posted this week. We got a NBA draft breakdown where we break down all 58 picks.
It's a lengthy video.
It is. So you can skip around if you'd like to your favorite player, or if you want to stick around, and we go pretty in depth. We did a lot of research and a lot of game tape, so put a lot of effort into it. Then we also have a KD trade breakdown where we kind of give some trade scenarios and we react to those and kind of give our 2 cents on that. So a lot of content getting pumped out.
Yeah, we will be pumping out more content on the TikTok as well. I'm going to get back into that whole thing. I've been kind of slacking a little bit, but, school slowed down a bit for me coming up. So I will get back to the grind of, just content producing back in the research lab, because I don't want to release trades that make no sense. I try my hardest to make realistic moves. It seems to be the best. Everybody enjoys more realistic trades than they do.
Yep.
And Minnesota with another question here. What's your guys' prediction on where KD lands?
That's a great question.
That's a fantastic question. I have a random one, but again, we do have the KD video coming out in just a few days. It could honestly be out tomorrow night or Tuesday afternoon. But that will be coming soon, just a part of rendering and getting that out there. But my prediction, if I want to get weird, I'm going to go Sacramento Kings. I think you could pair up a package of Davion Mitchell, Keegan Murray, maybe even throw in Harrison Barnes, and then you potentially have a very, very good package. They also have a lot of pick capital that they could send that way. Then you throw in a lineup of like De'Aaron Fox, Kevin Hoyer, Malik Monk, and then you have obviously. I don't think they'd want to get rid of Harrison Barnes because then you're kind of going all in. But then they would have Kevin Durant to play alongside Domantas Sabonis, and of course a big man of like Rashawn Holmes or another way there. But that'd be my weirdo, or just who I think should go out and get him is the Denver Nuggets. I just think they're so close. Go out and get them. Makes so much sense. Go all in for a championship. Because, I mean, the West, yes, we can say what we want about how great the Warriors are, but it's really hard to get back to the show. And the Nuggets, I mean, if they're healthy with MPJ, Jamal Murray, Kevin Durant, and obviously Jokic. But, I mean, MPJ would probably have to be a part of the deal. So it'd still be Murray, KD, and Jokic.
Dude, I think my weirdo is gonna be Washington just because he's from the DMV area. I think that makes a lot of sense. You'd have to give up Rui Hachimura. I'd be you got to give up some pieces there, but pairing him with Bradley Beal would be elite. But I think another team that makes a lot of sense. Landing spot, I don't know if they're willing to give up the pieces. It would be the Philadelphia 76ers because I don't think they're going to trade Tyrese Maxey. Well, I don't think they should. But if you could work a trade where you give up maybe Tobias Harris, guys like that aren't Tyrese Maxey, as great looking shot there.
About to say Dustin Sleva.
Yeah,
we harped on how he only has a few more opportunities left. Knocks down his first shot.
But I'd love to see KD in Philadelphia, man. I'd love to see what him and Embiid could do together.
Sasha Kalea-Jones, no sir. And another guy that they're digging deep into their bench. They're clearing it. Javante McCoy out there.
High level score. I really enjoyed watching this kid play in the SEC.
JD Note working.
Great footwork. 46 for the Lakers out there. Is that the McCoy you said?
Yeah, it's a Javante McCoy. They've played everybody on the roster except for Sharif O'Neal. Hasn't been out there. That's a good looking shot.
It's a great move.
The Jazz might get him. Okay.
I feel like the Jazz might get him. What do you think? I mean, outside, they have a ton of picks now with all the unprotected picks from the Timberwolves. But outside of that, because you don't want to move Donovan Mitchell to get him, because in theory, you'd be pairing Mitchell with KD. I guess you can move Jordan Clarkson. If you added in 6-7 picks, then you start matching contracts of Mike Conley, Jordan Clarkson, maybe a young guy. I don't even know if they have a solid young guy though.
I mean, me and Caleb talk about it in the video, but at some point, Brooklyn's gonna have to swallow their pride. They're just gonna have to get something because if they don't do anything, my man's just gonna sit out, and it's just nobody. They got to get something. They
so
can't be too
you
greedy.
think if he's not moved, he's going to sit out?
I do because he should go to Phoenix, but Phoenix is not going to give up Devin Booker. Brooklyn can't come out and say, "Give me Devin Booker." That's unrealistic. That's not going to happen. And I don't think Phoenix should give up Michael either. I think Michael and Devin and Chris should be the three untouchables and say you can have Ayton, but that's it.
Yeah, it'd have to be a sign and trade, of course, with DeAndre Ayton. As Sleva, man. Sleva came out there and just attacked the bucket. Got it to go, and he's got a quick 5 points since coming off the bench. Trying to make an impression here. As Max Christie gets called for the travel. 28-27 Warriors, 7:40 to go. It's gotten a little bit sloppy over the stretch, but we appreciate you, Minnesota Timberwolves, for hanging out with us and keeping us
good
company.
Questions too.
You are asking really, really good questions, and the Jazz are an interesting one. As Moody is back.
Love Max Christie, how way he tacks the ball off the glass, man.
There we go. Is that Paris Bass? And one.
Great take.
Paris.
Max Christie,
Bass.
too, man. Pushing the ball off a rebound. Showing what he can do in the open floor. And attacking the glass is what I love to see from a guard.
Completely agree. That's a tough bucket there.
This kid's tough, man. He's built. Nice build. He's kind of built like Thad Young.
Yeah, he's got an old man's game. Bro, someone have a free link. You watch the game. It's on NBA TV. Don't know if you have a cable provider, but if you do, it's on NBA TV. And Minnesota Timberwolves. Does DeAndre Ayton deserve a max contract? Fred, I'll let you kind of talk about this one.
That's a great question, man. I don't think he deserves a max contract because I don't think he loves basketball. So I think he's one of those guys, and I talk about it in the draft video as well. Guys who do they need basketball? When he's out there, it doesn't seem like he plays with a lot of passion, a lot of heart. And is he skilled? Absolutely. Has he lived up to his potential? I don't believe so yet. I think he's still got a lot of potential to tap into, and I just don't think he's there yet. And I think he maybe go get I don't know. I don't think he deserves a max. I don't know what he deserves, but it's not a max contract. No, not in my eyes.
I'm actually going to zig a little bit. I think he deserves a max. I think it's just because, I mean, he's 7 foot tall and can do a little bit of everything. His mid-range jump shot is Yusuf. Misses that one. Good rebound there by Paris Bass. But yeah, I just think Ayton is a very good player. If the Suns aren't willing to give it to him, there's a team out there that will. So I think that the Phoenix Suns, again, just kind of bite the bullet, maybe try to get 1 or 2. As Max Christie blows it, but gets it right back.
He attacks the glass,
Swider for 3. Max Christie out to Cole Swider. And that form and that shot is beautiful. But yeah, I think there's a team out there in the Phoenix Suns. If they're not going to give it to him, find a team that's willing to give you 1 or 2 first-round picks. You sign and trade them. You maybe take on a little bit of contract. You try to, get a guy like, let's say the Hornets are somehow, like if the Miles Bridges situation blows up in their face and they're able to clear up some cap, maybe they're like, hey, I want DeAndre Ayton. And then they offer you Mason Plumlee and 2 first for DeAndre Ayton. Or even like Gordon Hayward in 2 first, somewhere along those lines. Take what you can and move on. Gordon Hayward would be a guy that you could almost add into any sort of KD trade.
Yeah.
And then that gives you more picks to even shell out to Brooklyn while trying to retain your own if you're really worried about that. Don't think you would with D-Book, KD, and Chris Paul, but you never know.
I don't think he deserves a max contract, but I think he's going to get one. That's just what it is.
I think the way he plays, his intangibles, his potential he's still extremely young. He's got plenty of room to grow. He's 7 foot. I mean, you can't really teach his feel at his height. But he's been getting paid even whenever he's not supposed to be getting paid for a long time.
Yeah, man. I just hope he plays with a little bit more passion. I like to see him play like that. Yeah, some team will definitely pay him. I don't know. I see pops up on the screen right there. It's good timing. But yeah, Leo, man, if you're looking for a link, you can just hang out in here, man. We'll give you updates, play-by-play, baby.
Play-by-play here. As usual, I'll pop up. I tried to do my best because I remember whenever we did these live streams a lot of people were like, dude, you got to say the score more. So I try my best to give you guys updates on the score as much as I can. But sometimes it's hard to remember to update. But yeah,
some get caught up in a question or caught up in the game, man. I'm really enjoying the talent, dude. I have been very impressed with Max Christie. Especially from I look at it from a not just a scoring standpoint with him. I love when a guy goes and attacks the glass like him, especially I love a guard who could rebound. And he's doing it at a high
They're not
level.
just falling into his lap, like you said. Like he's going
fighting.
to get it. And
That's great defense too.
Yeah, he's got a real defensive matchup as Yusuf won't go. Christie battling on the glass with Moody.
Dude, Max Christie plays bigger than he is too, man. He plays a lot bigger than that slim
Cole
frame.
Swider. Bang.
That's pretty. That's a pretty shot, man.
This guy, man, he is a snag from the Lakers, man. He's a guy that you give him space, he will cash in. He can play alongside stars. I think he's going to look beautiful. That was beautiful.
I think you see him as a 3 or 4.
Swider? 4.
Yeah, 4.
Small ball 4. You can play him at the 3. As Minnesota Timberwolves, what is your 1 to 8 seed in the West next season? Now,
wow, that's an early question. I like it.
So free agency hasn't really concluded as Moses Moody, tough shot, air ball, 36-30, 5:30 to go here in Summer League action. But once free agency concludes, we will obviously have a video out in regards to what our predictions and award predictions, playoff predictions, seeding predictions, all of that. There's still so much to play out in the West because, I mean, if the Suns get Kevin Durant as Max Christie floater off the glass, like if let's say the Suns get Kevin Durant, then, I mean, they go from a potentially, have teams figuring them out, like maybe a 3-4 seed to – and how much can they rely on an aging Chris Paul? You know what I mean? So, or what happens with the DeAndre Ayton situation? So there's a lot left to unfold in the Western Conference that I don't feel really comfortable. But if I had to say who's the best team in the Western Conference right now, the Golden State Warriors. Where do you go there, Fred?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, we got to see where the free agency and all these trades end up. Because I mean, I even said in the trade video also, I said if KD goes to the Nuggets, there's my 1 seed. I mean, Murray, Jokic, and KD. I mean, that's incredible. But
Completely agree.
and it all depends on health too. I mean, shoot, I mean, even the Lakers could easily be a 1 seed. It just depends on what happens with their health and who they bring in and all that.
I
All
was
these
about to say,
trades.
if Kyrie comes in and you got a healthy Kyrie, LeBron, and Anthony Davis, I mean, like not only are LeBron and AD one of the best duos in the NBA, I mean, you could almost have a duo of Kyrie and AD because they're on the same time frame in terms of age. It's like right there opens up a whole new level of like, okay, the Lakers are now set post LeBron potentially with AD and Kyrie. So, and with the slew of cap space they're going to have next year. So, it's really, really interesting to dive into. And again, that is why that video is going to be so much fun to come out with. As Paris Bass misses that, another offensive rebound by this Lakers Summer League team. As we're seeing a little bit of Scottie Pippen with Mac McClung as a post fade by Fabian White Jr.
Incredible post feed by entry pass for Mac McClung, man. Great pass.
I'm telling you, a lineup with Mac McClung and Scottie Pippen Jr. Very intriguing.
I like it, man.
Fabian White, nice move, fade away, butter. Yeah,
I'm excited to see what the Mavs do this year too, man. I mean, they,
Luka Doncic looks incredible.
He does.
Luka Doncic looks like he has shaped up. It looks like he has cut some weight. Luka Doncic is one of my favorite players in the NBA. Is Moses Moody. Let's go over 3. As Jay Huff corrals that one.
Easy rebound.
I like seeing Jay Huff back out there too.
40-32 for the LA Lakers.
4:17 to go. Foul there. I don't like the tight whistle. Let these boys play a little bit, in my honest and humble opinion.
Who's your sleeper team for next year? Sneak in the West, kind of like how
Sacramento Kings.
Okay. Let's not say sneak in. Be how the Memphis Grizzlies were. Like really exceed expectations.
Sacramento Kings. I think they're going to be a 4
You sound like
5
me.
seed.
You sound like me.
Yeah, but I pick my spots a little bit better than you do. In terms of the Kings, where you're back-to-back years, I've had a different team every year. The Hornets were my team last year that I thought were going to be a lot better. And they ended up being okay, but still not what I expected. The Atlanta Hawks, you already know. I was through the moon on them. They made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, and that's probably still to this day one of my best predictions, as my man Minnesota Timberwolves says.
Oh, hold on.
1 seed if they're healthy. Maybe even the Los Angeles Clippers. We're not even talking about them.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, healthy Kawhi. We don't. John Wall, dude.
They're deep.
Another trade destination that we talk the Raptors, bro, for KD.
The Raptors makes a ton of sense.
If they can retain Fred VanVleet and maybe deal out Pascal and OG, I think it'll work. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm looking at some teams right now, and
but yeah, the reasoning for the Kings,
I think the Pelicans maybe could be that team where they're kind of like how the Grizzlies were last year. Maybe make it I mean, dude, they stay healthy. That's a top team, man. It's a tough
Moses Moody with a tough finish. But yeah, a little bit of my reasoning for the Kings. I just think that their rotation is just a lot better than what people give it credit for. I mean, they're literally going to have D. Fox, Davion Mitchell. Kevin Hoyter if you wanted to. And then if not, you got Harrison Barnes as Mason Jones finishes 44-34 Lakers. But yeah, with Keegan Murray, DeMontis Sabonis, I mean, and you got Rashawn Holmes. You got a nice bench unit coming out with Malik Monk, as I believe that was Lester, rather.
And Francie's still not over, man. The Kings still do something.
Grizzlies are overrated. I don't see them getting 56 wins again.
Well, Triple J hurt too. It is going to play a part because he's probably going to miss the majority of the season next year. So I don't think they're going to be what they were last year.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
They're also in the KD sweepstakes, so you never know.
Yeah, and John.
Feels like every team is like. Might as well say give him to Detroit, you know.
But John Morant's injury concerns, where he tends to get hurt as Moses Moody hangs in the air. Beautiful pass. Lester can't convert as Jay Huff corrals another rebound. But yeah, so I'm not on their overrated train. I do think that they overperform, though. I don't think that's. There's no way, in my opinion, that they're a 2 seed in the Western Conference and here to stay. As Mac McClung gets fouled and hung in the air beautifully. And the Lakers are on top, 46-34, 2:48 to go, and a timeout on the floor.
I'm gonna point something out. Did not like Mason Jones' attitude that whole possession. He didn't get the ball, cried about it in the corner, and then his brother gets fouled, doesn't go pick him up. Not loving that from Mason Jones.
Yeah, Mason Jones.
As a coach, that's what I look for.
I love
Just
that.
kidding. As a scout, as someone who watches a lot of film, that's something I notice. And if I'm Phil Handy, is that who's coaching right now?
Yeah.
I'd yank his tail and wouldn't put him back in for the rest of the quarter.
Phil Handy
he's literally going like this in the corner and puts his head down. He doesn't get it, and then Mac makes a good play. Doesn't help him up. He just walks through the sideline like, come on, Mason.
I hate that.
That's stuff you got to look for, man. The good ones don't do that. The great ones don't do that, I should say.
I was about to say.
So Mason Jones needs to. A little new overlay. Oh.
I was just clicking a button, see what happened.
So, yeah, man, I'm excited for the rest of free agency to go out, and like Troy said, man, we will definitely hit it hard when it comes out. For you all who don't know us, I'm Fred. That's Troy, man. We are X Factors, man.
So yeah, we're coming back. We produced a lot of content early on. It was a little over a year ago now, which is crazy to think about. I started really honing in on TikTok for a stretch. So if you have a TikTok, go check us out, X Factor Sports. It's fun way for me to express my trade thoughts, and that's kind of been the mantra of the TikTok itself, has turned into almost only trades, because it seems like those are the only videos that people really give a rip about. But here we go. Ugh, I can't wait for the regular season to start. I'm really excited for the Wolves. Yeah, Minnesota has a new age about them. Like for a while they were the laughing stock, down in the dumps after you trade KG. You don't really field a good team for a stretch. Then you bring in Karl Anthony Towns.
Missed on some draft picks.
Missed on a couple drafts, and now you got Anthony Edwards, who seems to be a really, really great piece moving forward. And now
I always forget to mention him when I talk about the Timberwolves, and he's like literally like one of their best pieces. For some reason, I just don't think of him.
Yeah, and then
which I should, because he's incredible. Yeah,
you got D. Russ that you traded for, maybe overpaid with 2 firsts and Andrew Wiggins, but hindsight's always 20/20. But you swung on that, and then now you're swinging on Rudy Gobert. So you guys are swinging, which is always.
I think they're gonna miss Jared Vanderbilt's presence, though, man. I know it's a Kentucky bias, maybe, but
did he sign somewhere?
He was in that Rudy Gobert trade.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, I thought Jared Vanderbilt, Jay Vando, if you will, had an awesome season last year. Man, showed a lot of
makes
flashes.
More sense why
great rebounder.
Yeah, it makes a little bit more sense why they got rid of Royce O'Neal. If you're going to bring in,
you kind of got to ask your questions. I'm sure the Timberwolves are like, can we find another Jared Vanderbilt? Probably. They kept Jay McDaniels, so I mean,
Moses Moody from downtown is good. Cuts the lead to 9, 46-37 now.
Another SEC guy, Arkansas Razorback. Yeah, Pat Bev, man. That's
never thought I'd hear that.
Yeah, man. Really I like Pat Bev. I love defense. I love heart. I love that schmack talk. So sometimes it goes a little overboard, but you know what?
Scottie Pippen, pump fake, step back 3, short.
That man is wired to score, though, man. That man will put them up. Vanderbilt Commodore, of course.
I mean, there's Guy Santos making a play there.
Great pass to the Memphis Tiger.
Dude, Pierre Lewis has been.
He step out.
But yeah, Pat Beverly, man, I don't know. You guys might have a chance of getting back. I don't think he's going to be at Utah Jazz for too long. He could get bought out, and if the Timberwolves are like, hey, you want to come back?
He loves city of Minnesota, man.
But I don't know. It seems like, I don't know. Pat Bev is an interesting one. I don't like him, so he's going to end up on the Lakers someday. That just seems to be how it always goes. I mean, my most literally ask anybody about me. One of my least favorite players in the NBA was Russell Westbrook, and lo and behold, the Lakers go out and get him. So it's my luck as Mason Jones creates for Jay Huff. Jay Huff loses it.
They're putting Jay Huff in a lot of bad situations. That's the second time they've really passed it to him in a lot of traffic.
This guy Santos smokes the lamb, but it looks like he got fouled.
46-37.
1:22 to go. We're inching closer and closer to halftime in the California Classic. Guy Santos, that's a beautiful – I'm not sure where the foul was.
But gotta finish that, though, man.
Yeah, there wasn't much contact. I guess the SmackDown. Rush is washed, in my opinion. I think Russ actually has some left in the tank. I think it was a very hard situation in LA. I mean, you look at, brother, I mean, he was playing alongside DeAndre Jordan. He was playing alongside Anthony Davis, who had the worst shooting year of his career. And Anthony Davis only played, 16 games, if that? And then you roll out a lineup with, Kent Bazemore, Wesley, what's his name? Wayne Ellington. I mean, like the lineups Frank Vogel put together whenever it was just Westbrook. I mean, it's difficult, like he didn't have a lot of guys to play off of. I mean, there was no floor spacing, so everybody was able to hone in on him. And I think that next year he's not going to be a Laker. I'm willing to say that. I don't think he's a Laker next year. But I think he's got a lot left in the tank, and I think he's the type of guy Russ is. I think he's going to want to prove a lot of people wrong, and whether that's in Brooklyn or whether that's in Charlotte or Indiana, wherever it's at, he's going to give that city their all. I mean, and he's hitting me with the true. I appreciate that. I watched literally 78 out of 82.
Troy's the biggest Lakers fan in America, so his Lakers takes are going to be spot on. Trust me.
I missed about 4 games last year, and it was miserable. I'm so excited I missed those 4 games. I wish I could have missed more, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I mean, they really screwed Russ over in the sense of the team building. I mean, they paired him with 34, 35, 36-year-old players. I mean, you're putting him out there with Carmelo Anthony, who can't move laterally to save his life, DeAndre Jordan, Dwight Howard. Like, I mean, we're going back to 2010. So, I mean, a little bit of team building this year. I think the way the roster is now, I think he'd be more productive on the Lakers this year. But I don't want him to be on the Lakers. I don't want to see it through. But I think he could be more productive this year if he were to have to come back. But I think they move him. I think they move him for Kyrie. I just think it makes so much sense for both parties involved. You get a guy that's willing to come to work every day, and that's exactly what Sean Marks said in his presser at the end of the year, was he just wants guys that are wanting to play here and play every day. So it makes sense in every sense. As Mason Jones misses one, Guy Santos tries the Euro. Scottie Pippen Jr. slides in, takes the charge. As Minnesota Timberwolves showing the love, Lakers will definitely be back in the playoffs. Brother, I hope so.
Guy Santos is going to kill the West Coast, by the way. He's going to get himself some buckets and women. Let me tell you.
The Bay Area will never be the same with him and
not without Guillermo. I pronounced that great, by the way. Guillermo. Ooh.
As Mac McClung working around Jay Huff's screen. Hands it off to RJ Cole. RJ Cole to Scotty.
Patience for how fast he is, man.
They got about a three guard lineup. Scottie Pippen, Mac McClung, and RJ Cole. Probably a combined average of about 5'11" out there right now. But yeah, I hope so, man. Watching playoff basketball without the Lakers is not the same for me. Obviously, it was great nonetheless, but SJ Huff spots up in the corner in the transition. That's the new basketball summed up to a T. J Huff on a fast break spots up in the corner and buries it. 49-37, Lakers 13 seconds as we wind down the first half. As Moses Moody at the top of the key looks like he's going to get a screen. And he's working against McClung. 5 on the clock now. Drives, draws, kicks, loses it. Scottie Pippen up to Mason Jones. Mason Jones doesn't realize how much time he has left. And that will be the half. 49-37. Lakers are leading. But again, it's one of those things. The Heat were up almost the entire second half and absolutely blew it in the fourth quarter. So anything can happen here in the California Classic. But did I say 49-37?
I don't know what you said. I was watching Mason Jones' attitude.
I'm looking at his facial expressions, all right? Because I'm about to call Coach Handy after the game. Be like, hey,
I wish I could call
Mason Jones. Yeah, do your thing, Minnesota.
Sorry, I'm getting a ticker up there for us. All right, man, I'll be back in a few. Hey, we appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you hanging out. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. We Appreciate all the love and support you've been giving us, hanging out with us, talking to us. Let us know how you got here, man. Are you a TikTok follower? Or are you just a YouTube subscriber that stumbled across? Or tell us how you got here whenever you get the chance. I don't want to keep you if you got to go do something, but
we'll be around.
Good first half, Fred. Kind of dive in. What do you think? Who's your most maybe your most surprising prospect you're seeing here? He's a TikTok guy. Thank you so much for the love on TikTok, my guy. I'll be back with daily uploads coming soon. Again, school just ended for me for a little bit, so I have some off time. I've been grinding school away, trying to graduate college, so that's why I've been away. But we'll be back to daily uploads. Don't you worry about that, my guy. Looking to get back after. But back to you, Fred. Tell me, who's your most surprising prospects? You can dip into game number 1, the Kings in the Heat if you want to, or just sticking to this game. Your most surprising prospects, things you're liking to see. What's been sticking out to you?
Dude, first game, I really enjoyed watching Matt Coleman for the Kings. I thought he played with a lot of pace. Got to give my love from man Ferrari for the Kings as well. San Francisco guard did a lot of good things, and their center, of course, Keita, out of Utah State, second-year pro, former second-round pick of the Sacktown Kings. Really impressed me. Not a lot of love for Miami. Nothing really stuck out to me on Miami side. I have a lackluster performance, but for this game, it's got to be Max Christie for me, man. I have loved what I saw from him. He's attacking the glass. He's getting to the crib. He's doing his thing. I love how Mac McClung and Scottie Pippen are both controlling the game at the 1. Even playing next to each other has really been surprising for me. And for the Warriors, man, I like how Lester's been playing. I like Lester Quinones. We'll call him Lester. I feel like Lester's played well. Peyton Willis and Alex Morales, too. 2 guards. Peyton Willis being a guard from Minnesota and Alex Morales from Wagner. I feel like both of those guys have really proved that they can shoot the ball and play at this level. They look great early. Guy Santos looks young, looks really young. So excited to see his development. But both teams, man, it's some high level basketball for being in a summer league game, man. And then of course, probably my player of the half got to be Jay Huff. I've loved what he's done. Not only on the offensive end, but on the defensive end as well. He's proved he's a very quality big man, and I remember him very slightly at UVA, and so yeah, good for Jay Huff. He takes my player of the half. What about you, Troy? What's sticking out to you, man?
Jay Huff is literally like the most if I had to I feel like if who's Virginia's coach? What's his name again? Tony Bennett. Tony Bennett. Yeah. If Tony Bennett had to literally go to a lab and create the perfect big man for him, I feel like it'd be Jay Huff. Just a guy that can literally do everything you need him to do. He's not flashy in any sense. He just does everything effectively.
No UVA player ever is.
Yeah, he's just smooth, and he can defend, and he can do everything you need him to do. Jay Huff, I think, is the unanimous player of the half on both sides. But I've really liked what I've seen from Paris Bass as well. He looks like an NBA player. Coming into this, I hope we get to see a little bit of Sharif O'Neal. Looks like they're kind of emptying the bench a little bit, giving other dudes some run, like Sasha Kalea-Jones. We've seen a lot of Fabian White Jr., who's looked solid. I think Javante McCoy wasn't very good, but it is what it is. But yeah, and then from the Warrior side, this is hard to judge because half their summer league roster isn't active. But Dustin Sleva, the guy who's only on the summer league for the Cali Classic, has came out very aggressive. He's found a home in the corner a couple times, knocking down a tray ball, and then attacking the rim, creating that way. So honestly, Dustin Sleva has surprised me, I think, the most on the Warrior side. I think they need Moses Moody in the second half to really kind of ratchet it up a little bit, turn up the intensity, turn up the heat. But other than that, I think from game 1, same thing as you, man. Ferrari was awesome to watch. The McDermott kid was fun to watch.
Yeah, so McDermott.
The battle between Orlando Robinson and the Keita, yes. Keita. That battle was fun to watch from a sense of, some summer league action. But again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. As usual, today we're going to be bringing more and more of these. Potentially going to be going live for some WWE Raws. Not 100% on that. Just kind of an idea that we floated around. On Tuesday night, me and Fred will be right back here at 9 o'clock p.m. EST to watch the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Let me pull up the roster, man. We'll get a little preview.
Yeah, get a little preview of the 9 o'clock game. I'm pretty sure, did they play, was it like the Raptors or something? I don't know. They're probably going to pull it up here again, but and of course, Scottie Pippen Jr., another guy. I want to highlight him real quick while you're looking that up. 7 points, 4 assists, has had elite control. And I'm going to throw in the player of the half here as Jay Huff. Let me into first half. Player of the half, Jay Huff. I really like this live stream format as well. This has been fun. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys mean so much to us.
Yeah, man. For OKC Thunder, they don't have a full. They haven't set their lineup. Looks like set in stone. NBA.com actually has no roster, but on Sports Center or Sports Illustrated, they have Robert Baker, Gabe Brown, Michigan State product, Ousmane Dieng, who was the 11th pick.
Cool. I like seeing that.
Josh Giddey is back, the number 6 pick, of course.
They're playing him in Summer League.
Looks like that. Chet Holmgren, 2nd pick this year.
Love that.
Trey Mann, also a first-round pick from last year.
I love Trey Mann.
Another SEC guy in Jaden Shackelford, Alabama product. Jalen Williams from Santa Clara, 12th pick from this past draft. And then Jalen Williams again from Arkansas, pick 34. That's just to name a few. It does not look like they've finalized their roster, which is kind of weird, but I mean, they have. Yeah,
they play on Tuesday. I would assume that tomorrow they finalize it. Because tomorrow
rocking, so
gotcha.
Kind of strange, but
did you say they play the Rockets? Or do you know who they play?
Oh, let's see.
I thought I saw Raptors somewhere. I might have been going crazy though.
Let's see. OKC Thunder.
We were about 30 seconds away from second half basketball.
It's like Tuesday. We have Salt Lake City versus Oklahoma City will compete with the Utah Jazz on July 5th at 8 p.m. Probably Central Time. So
yeah. If it's in Utah,
it's like Utah. Let's check out the Utah Jazz lineup. They have one released, of course. Super excited to see what that young roster can do. Looks like for the Utah Jazz, man, I see some. I don't know how. Oh, that's 2021. So this would not help us any, would it?
We're about to kick off here in the second half. It looks like the Lakers are starting the same way.
I will do this real quick. Looks like for the Jazz, we have Jared Butler, of course, the Baylor product. Bruno Kaboku, Kofi Coburn. My apologies, Kofi. Taco Fall, Johnny Juzang, just to name a few. Xavier Sneed, Jordan Usher, the G-Tech product, just to name a couple of guys. So it should be a cool matchup, especially seeing a couple UK ties there with Johnny Juzang.
As Max Christie takes the first shot of the half for the Lakers, he smoked a left-handed layup, but he attacks the glass there.
Dude, I'm obsessed with this kid, man. I have praised this
downhill, kid. Blocked away. Moses Moody.
Moses Moody just an NBA player, man. He just does not look like he belongs out here.
He's a lot more athletic than some of these guys. As he rips it, takes it all the way, gets blocked.
I love that from Jay Huff, the player of the half. Scared.
Scottie Pippen, beautiful look, and that's Bass on the other end.
Hey, this Lakers team fun to watch, man.
I'm telling you.
And look at basketball getting a steal.
They've been playing together, man. They've only added obviously the guys on the bench haven't been playing, but there's a lot of South Bay Lakers that played a lot of basketball together last year. As Moody gets it poked away. And here comes Bass. Bass over to Christie. Christie on the left side takes it towards the middle. Out Cole. Swider 3 off the mark. A little strong. But great. I mean, Max Christie on the left side of the floor made it a point to get back to the middle as Youssef on the other end knocks
he
in
is
a
not
3.
Shy, son.
51-40 now.
Jessup has a beautiful stroke. Again, the Boise State Bronco, former
Wider.
second-round pick.
Hands it over to Bass. Bass looking, gets it into Huff. Huff back to Scotty. No, I thought he was pulling that, and he wants to, but then hands it over to Scotty. All the way fouled.
What he's
Fouls
best at,
on.
man. He got to the line at Vandy at a very high clip. He also, I think, shot 10 free throws last summer league game for
He does
the
that
Lakers as well.
sneaky thing, man, where he just puts that ball out there, and once you go to get it, it's gone. Like he is
He's
so
smart, dude. He's such an intelligent player.
He's got quick hands, quick feet. He's quick just all the way around, and beautiful, beautiful shot, beautiful stroke. As the first free throw is in, 52-40 now. It's been fun basketball. Again, just high level for it being a summer league game in the Cali Classic. Like this isn't even in Vegas. I mean, normally the stars come out in Vegas, if you will. I'm really excited to cover some of that Vegas run. That's going to be a lot of fun. As you know, some of these, high level rookies start coming out. As Moses Moody now attacking downhill out to Lenny, right? Lester. I want to call him Lenny as Yusep misses.
That is an incredible pretty shot, dude. Great rebound.
Swider gets it to Scotty. Scotty on the attack over Cole. Swider 3. Good. There we go.
I'm not saying it, but that dude can score. That dude can.
2 pouring on. I mean, dude, this team is fun. Cole Swider lurking on the fast break. Scotty Pippen.
For him, man.
I mean, the Lakers are always really, really good at finding the undrafted gems. They always have been.
Gotta keep them.
Yeah, please keep them. Scottie Pippen Jr. has shown flashes of being a really, really good ball-dominant guard that can set the table, not only for himself but others. And Cole Swider, of course. I mean, he literally is just a dead eye from downtown. Like, dude is roping it. As it's 56-40 now. Lakers are on top.
With Cole Swider and Jay Huff leading the way for the Lakers with 10 points apiece. Scottie Pippen Jr. with 6 assists to lead the way. Max Christie, let's see, he has 5 rebounds to lead the way for the Lakers. For the
Shouts
Warriors.
out my guy, Juan Toscano Anderson, newly addition to the Lakers. Him and his lovely wife sitting out catching
very lovely.
The game. Welcome to the Lakers, you two.
Moses Moody leading the way for the Warriors. Really nothing stat-wise standing out. Plus minus leading the way for the Lakers is Scottie Pippen Jr. with a 14 plus minus plus way, as well as Max Christie and Mr. Bass as well. All have a positive 14 plus minus. If you didn't know, plus minus is my favorite stat. I'm a very analytical guy. Love the stats. Love the analytical breakdown. Plus minus is the most important in my opinion. If you have a plus minus, that means every time you're on the floor, your team is winning, and as you're on the floor, as Scottie Pippen, the OG, is on your screen. And if you have a minus plus minus, that means while you're on the floor, your team is losing in that regard. Yeah, didn't get his dad's size, but definitely got some skill out of him.
Hey, Scottie Pippen is very, very skilled. Scottie Pippen Jr. is, I mean, he's got to be, man. He's not the biggest frame. Like, he just is good at basketball.
One of the leading scorers in the SEC last year, man. He's not afraid of anybody.
Lester downhill drops it off for Salam, and Salam misses. Jay Huff impacts another shot, and they're looking to push. Scottie Pippen directing traffic, hands it over to Max Christie. Christie now gets it to the middle, over to Huff. Huff with the handoff to Bass. Bass looking to get downhill. A couple moves. Now he backs it out, and he's going to go one-on-one. He attacks, floaters up, won't go. Jay Huff tries spiking it, but it's off the back iron, and the Warriors will go down. He literally tried DeAndre Jordan in that. Yusuf won't go.
I'm impressed by him, though, man. I like Yusuf a lot.
Yeah, now Moses Moody. I mean, I highlighted in the halftime talk here that Moody needs to really be aggressive, as Lester has to shoot a step back, won't go, and that's all Bass. Bass has to have about 5 or 6 rebounds now. As Christie in the open floor gets fouled, and he's going up.
5, so I believe it's 6. The stat that really stuck out to me is 6 assists by SPJ. Well, Scottie Pippen Jr. with 6 assists, man. That's what you like to see.
I love the nickname of SPJ.
And I'm not saying he didn't have a lot of assist opportunities at Vandy. Of course, no knock on Vandy, just not a highly touted program as some of the other SEC schools. Max Christie looks about like he's 16 years old. Just got his driver's license actually at 16. So.
Dude, I saw a TikTok where they like covered my man's eyes and nose and how he resembles Kobe. Like just his mouth and the way that he talks and the way that
Max Christie?
Yeah. Dude, I'll have to send it to you. It's unbelievable how like crazy they look alike from that sense. Like not in the face, but like you cover his eyes and his nose and you're just looking at a mouth. You're like, holy cow, is that Bean? But here is Guy Santos. Guy Santos been a little bit underwhelming after a great start yesterday, but we kind of saw that with Keegan Murray in the first game. As Lester downhill attacks Jay Huff, not scared. I respect it, and he's going to the line.
I like to see what Golden State does with Santos. If they keep him at the 1 or move him to the 2 long term. I see him more as a 2. If I'm being honest, he's got a great size, great frame. But we'll see how Golden State uses him. They obviously know more than I do. They have won multiple championships, so I don't think they'll be looking for my opinion on this one.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to send a poll to me and you and be like, hey, what
should they? Absolutely. But
yeah, 100%. They should give us both a call. I'd be a great addition there.
Just put us on your staff. Might as well.
Just put us on your scouting department. I mean, what's the worst that can
Europe and scout some. Hey, I watch tape.
What's the worst that can happen? I mean,
you win a championship? Come out.
58-41, 6 minutes to go. Scottie Pippen Jr. starting up the offense as they run a little circle screen here, 4 out, 1 in, little down screen, so much motion. Scottie Pippen cross court pass to Christie. Christie rips through. Float game is pure. Touch.
I'm just saying it, bro. He's so gross.
Very, very smooth. As he is now checking Moody. I love this matchup for him just to learn. Good pass. Too hot to handle for the young man, Salome.
He's struggled, man. He looks very raw out there.
Yeah, they don't really have a big man to really lean on without Wiseman, Kuminga. I think they should roll out Dustin Sleva. I mean, he looked like he had a little bit of size and didn't look that bad. I really want to see Sharif O'Neal get a little bit of run here. I just want to.
Is he available? Yeah, I see him over there. I think.
I don't know. They might be giving him the day because he's had some heart complications in the past. So I don't know if they are just giving him the back-to-back day off, or if we'll see a little bit of him as the game has blown open a little bit, and the Warriors bringing back the full court pressure.
JD Note on the ball.
Scottie Pippen Jr. isolating, kind of wiggling through, loses the ball out to Bass. Bass, 3-ball, won't go.
I just see Thad Young every time I see him. A righty Thad Young. Just the way they move and play, it's so weird.
Lester over to Moody, back to Lester. Lester hasn't been shy, and that's good. 60-44, here come the Warriors.
I think that's a guy that can get himself a contract.
That's his 9th field goal attempt. He is 3 for 9. It's Jay Huff, little pump fake, jab step shot off the front of the rim.
I like Christie's motor, man. He's continuing to run and play defense and attack the glass. I really like what I've seen from him, of course.
He works hard, man. He's from Saginaw, Michigan. That's where a lot of grinders come from. Darwin Ham is actually from that area. New head coach for the Los Angeles Lakers.
How do you feel about that, Troy? New head man over in.
I love Darwin Ham, man. I love him. He's a motivator. He's an enthusiastic man that looks in the face of life and doesn't make anything too big. He just kind of is even keel. He brings forth a great attitude for this team. And I think him and Phil Handy at the helm. They brought in Coach Flint as well, the shooting expert, if you will, Jordan Oat from the Nets. They're really establishing a really, really great coaching staff. And Darwin Ham is all to thank for that because he's gotten the ability to go out and hire his staff as he wishes, which has not been the case for many, many Laker coaches. So obviously the Lakers are turning over a new leaf in that sense, releasing control in that. And you've seen how that's gone. I mean, outside of Jason Kidd, there hasn't really been a stout assistant that Kurt Rambis and Ron Pelinka have been a part of, like in the hiring process. So
something needed to change, man. Hopefully this is what was needed.
Step in the right direction, that's for sure. Obviously a lot more holes that need to be worked out. And go get Kyrie. That's all I have to say.
It's looking good, man. I think they will. If I'd have put some
Put some money on it. I'd say he's probably going to be a Laker.
It's minus 400, so I don't know if you want to shell over too much money, but because those odds are not juicy. Oh.
You put some money on the Kings, didn't you?
Huh?
So you put some money on the Kings, didn't you?
What do you mean?
I thought you were betting on the Kings.
Oh, I bet on the Kings Summer League. Yes, I did. And I bet on the Lakers money line. So.
Somebody knows what they're doing.
Yeah, a little something slight. I couldn't believe the lines when I looked at them. I was like, oh, wait a second.
It's my best Summer League roster league.
I said, wait a second.
I was super impressed by the Kings. That was a lot of fun to watch. This game's been a blast. Look at that guy.
That fourth quarter was different for the Kings.
Even the fans are getting into it. All right. They're riding high, man. They just want to chip. They're chilling.
Surprised Steph's not in attendance for this one. He was there yesterday.
With his son Cannon, of course, eating some popcorn.
Eating popcorn. Being a great dad, per usual, for Steph. As now it looks like we got Mac McClung and Scotty siding with Sasha. And is that Max Christie? No, that's that McCoy kid, along with Cole Swider. Scottie Pippen just making things happen, and that's butter. I mean, that is just so pure.
He's elite, man. I think he's going to carve a role in this league. I was very excited when the Lakers signed him. I definitely thought it was a great signing because I loved watching him at Vanderbilt. I wanted him to be a Kentucky Wildcat in the transfer portal, but never happened.
I think a guy like Scottie Pippen Jr. can kind of give you, I don't want to say a reason to feel comfortable to trade THT, but if it comes down to it, I mean, you got another playmaker waiting in the wing as Sasha Kalea Jones won't go. His shot does look a lot better than it once did.
Dude, I can't believe I am so shocked to see this man today. I was not expecting to see Sasha Kalea Jones today.
Dude, trust me, whenever I was writing down the roster, because I stay pretty up to date with this stuff. I had completely swept under the rug that Sasha Kalea Jones was on the Lakers Summer League roster, and whenever I got to looking, I was like, "What in the world am I looking at?" And lo and behold, here he is. He doesn't look like the Sasha Kalea Jones at Kentucky that we saw, baby face, a little juice box fade that he had.
Yeah, man, I'm looking at him right now. He's looking great,
and he's got the beard brewing as the Lakers turn it over, and that's Lester being active. Cole Swider on the chase down, foul called. Oh, come on. What are we doing?
What the hell, Swider asking he's telling him to review it. What is he thinks this is the finals?
he's an NBA player, man. That's a clean block.
That's such a clean block.
I don't think it's
he sent that joint.
I have no clue where the foul was. I mean, what are we doing?
Ball don't lie?
Lester?
Ball does not lie. It does lie, apparently.
Maybe he got him with the lower half. I don't know. Maybe he bumped into him a little bit. I don't know.
Let him play. They should call their own fouls out here anyway.
Yeah, it should be literally pick up. As Lester goes 2 for 2 from the line this time.
Like JD Note's energy on defense, man. He's picking up full court. A guy in college definitely known for his offensive ability.
62-46 Lakers, 3:40 to go as RJ Cole's got it. He's drawn the double, hands it over to McCoy. McCoy out to Sasha. Sasha over to Cole. Cole's going to have to fire. He does. Off the line. Sasha, a little energy on the glass and finds it back to him. Over to RJ Cole. 4-3. Left wing is pure.
Great decision by Sasha Kalea Jones right there, man.
The Lakers are dominating the glass. If I had to guess, it's probably a 12, 13, 14-point margin on the glass itself. As Lester, good shot. I don't think we saw a lot of that at Memphis. On the ball, making plays like this.
The Amani Bates and show, whatever that you want to call that crap shoot, but
going home, don't you know? Eastern Michigan, stand up. As McCoy down low, Sasha blows it. I mean, that was a wide open lay-in.
If Ty Wynyard comes out the tunnel, I'd give up.
As the floater way offline.
He looks lost out there, son.
He really does. Get Sharif out there, please, for the love of God. As RJ Cole creates, kicks back. Sasha not firing this time, but Cole Swider, no hesitation.
Great one more. I
I like this kid, man. This kid can be a shooter.
Dude, I'm telling you, Cole Swider is. I have a buddy who went to Syracuse for a while. Dude, whenever I was telling him that how much I love Cole Swider, he was just like, be prepared to really enjoy Cole Swider. He's like, he's just so much fun to watch. As number 31 gets fouled by Sasha. Number 31 is Gabriel Gachachashvili. I would love to hear them say his last name so I can try to do it. Look at that last name on the back. Sheesh. Chachashvili.
All right, the Warriors have to have some of the worst summer league uniforms, though. Like, what is that?
Literally looks like a high school. That's like a high school home jersey.
Yeah, no kidding. The lefty stroke.
Short. Off the front of the rim. 68-48, 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. The Lakers have done a good job blowing it open. And that is Fabian White Jr. No Sharif O'Neal. That's the only one that hasn't played. I don't think we've seen any Nate Pierre-Louis either, number 38. So those are the two that seem to be getting the DMP. Maybe Vito Brown as well. I haven't seen Vito Brown out there. Vito Brown played really, really solid for the Lakers in the first night. So it looks like they've given another 3. So 4 were DMP'd yesterday. All 4 of those guys have played, and it looks like 3 more were DMP'd as McCoy makes a play there. That was much needed for the young man. It's good to see him get an opportunity as Mason Jones. No, that's not Mason Jones. Sasha Clay Jones about to hurt a man.
Poor Sasha, man. He's just getting
Guy Santos all the way gets fouled. Guy Santos. He's got the frame, that's for sure. Maybe a little bit more muscle on him. Would be
got
nice.
a lot going for him. Let me tell you.
He does. But 70-49, minute 39 to go. A lot of fouls starting to take place here. Phil Handy's keeping them fresh out there, man. He has subbed quite a bit.
Look at Phil coaching, man. Look at Phil
Sasha
coaching.
checks out. Mason Jones comes in. So it's
like
McCoy.
He's pulling guys aside, talking to them, man. Really making sure they're doing what they're supposed to do.
94 feet of the game. He's a very good follow on Instagram. As Guy Santos misses 1 of 2. 70-50, 1:30 to go. RJ Cole and Mac McClung playing a little give and go. Mac all the way out to Mason Jones. Mason Jones driving, kicks out to RJ. RJ dribbles towards the middle, pulls up, stripped away. It's good defensive play there by Jacob Gilliard. Moses Moody over the wing, and that's a good-looking stroke. Who was that?
18 years.
Willis.
Peyton Willis. Little connection issue. It does seem like I'm back though. Okay. I think the weather's starting a little tricky in Lex.
Is it?
Well, the fireworks are off. I don't know which one.
The weather is beautiful in Warsaw.
I might. It is also beautiful in Lexington. I must be mistaken. If you do hear fireworks in the background, it is July 3rd.
Fires away off the front of the rim. Cleared away by, I believe that it's Wilson. Or no, that would be Morales. Offensive foul on Moses Moody. Good job, McCoy, stepping in there, taking it. Moody is just too strong for old McCoy there.
Yeah, Moody's got a great body, man.
Yeah,
yep,
Moody's the real deal in terms of body, size, athleticism. 70-53, 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Mac McClung downhill all the way. It's good. That's just so tough.
Great body control.
Yeah, he took the bump. And now Guy Santos all the way kicks it out. I believe that was Jacob Gilliard off.
I love Gilliard, man.
Mason Jones clears it.
Elite level defender.
Your guy Mason Jones now at the top of the key. Driving. Kicks it out. Throws it away. Throws it to the bleachers.
Where's your attitude now, Mason Jones? Yeah.
As RJ Cole, again, I'm pretty sure he had a pretty solid career at Connecticut. I'm going off of
Connecticut produces some sneaky ones, man.
Pure memory. He's a strong-looking point guard right there.
Of course, produced Bo Knight from last year.
17 seconds remain. Now down to 10. Moody at the top of the key going against McCoy.
Look,
1-2 here. All the way. Spin move. Kicks it out. One more pass. Guy Santos off the line. That wasn't Guy, was it?
Nah, that was big boy. Number 45.
Oh, that was Dustin Sleva.
It's your boy. It's your boy, Dust.
It is. I'm going to run to the potty real quick. I will be right back. Fred, take us away.
I'll hold it down. Love what I'm seeing early, guys, from both these teams. Of course, you got to take all this with a grain of salt, but it's a great opportunity to see what you're going to get early from some young guys. Of course, you see Max Christie doing his thing. I'm not surprised. First round pick, late or early second round pick. Probably should have been a first round pick, but the Lakers get lucky enough for him to land in their lap. And, the Warriors, of course, you have Moses Moody, obviously their big standout guy, lottery pick from a year ago. With their infusion of youth, I think they are still going to be good. Of course, they're going to take a step back when Steph, Clay, and Dre are obviously out of their careers. But, you always got to look for the future, and guys in the summer league gives you a great opportunity to do so. And you get some high level basketball. You get to learn some names that you maybe not even get to see just on these teams, but these guys can sign elsewhere too if they get off their summer league deal. These guys are fighting for an NBA spot, live their dream, and they're also fighting for international contracts as well, I do believe. So it's also a tryout for them. So they got to show more than this. They can score. They got to show they can do other things. And so, yeah, shouts out to Summer League.
Weisner, ladies and gentlemen, always bringing the heat, always bringing the great stuff. Again, we're just so thrilled to be back doing this, content. Here it is. They're playing the Utah Jazz, and then at 7 o'clock, we got the Grizzlies and the 76ers. I don't believe we'll be live for that one, but 9 o'clock, we will be live for the Thunder and the Utah Jazz.
Yep, and we'll throw up a TikTok, too, to remind you guys, just so you can stay in the loop.
Yep. It'll be on our TikTok story. That seems to be the best way, I guess, to really present something like that instead of having to post an actual video and then delete it and do all that. But yes, sir, that's what we'll continue to do as the fourth quarter gets underway now. And we see Jessup trying to get it down low, tapped away from McCoy. Good save, Mason Jones. Mac McClung in the open floor. Take flight, young man, all the way.
Dude, he's good, bro.
His explosiveness, he's so fast. Gets downhill.
That's elite level speed, bro.
74-53, Los Angeles Lakers. Foul called on Mac there, trying to hold on to Jessup.
Mac gives him a little butt tap, letting him know he apologizes. Good sport. I watch that stuff, Matt. Got to look for more than just what they do with the ball in their hands or off. You got to see what they're doing in between their eyeballs. You know what I mean?
For the Warriors, looks like we have Guy Santos. We have Dustin Sleva.
That's a
Guy
great
Santos all the way up and in. We have Jacob Gilliard. And then from there, I'm trying to find numbers here. Is Mac McClung down the other way? I believe that is Alex Morales in the corner over there. And then Justina Jessup. Mac McClung blows right by, behind the back, tipped away. Ill-advised behind the back pass there. Gets it up to Alex Morales. Tries Euro-stepping into some traffic. Loses the ball, and it's slapped away. McCoy comes up with it for the Lakers. Cross-court pass.
I like what I've seen from McCoy, man.
And there's a foul on Gilliard.
I really liked what I've seen from McCoy, man.
McCoy had a really, really rough first half. I think that he was just kind of overwhelmed. I mean, it's your first bit of action in the summer league.
I'd be shaking in my boots. Yeah, especially a guy who doesn't have a guaranteed contract. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of pressure. I mean, you're not only trying out for the Lakers, you're trying out for the Warriors, you're trying out for every team. Kind of what you were talking about as I was coming back. I caught the back end of it. I mean, these guys are trying out for not only the teams that are here, but also the teams that are all around the NBA. So,
I mean, and also international. I mean, a lot of these guys aren't going to make NBA rosters, but there's a really good actually, probably 100% chance they play somewhere overseas, making money, playing basketball. Shouts out Tavion Hollingsworth.
As we're going to a review.
Don't see a lot of this in the summer league.
I'd say probably one of the most boring parts of NBA basketball.
Happens too much, in my opinion.
Yeah, you got to do it, though. Makes some sense. But
Gotta love basketball, man. There's nothing like it.
And this stream is brought to you by Atkins Bars. Atkins. Eat more, less calories.
You said eat less calories.
As the Las Vegas Aces get absolutely blasted by the Minnesota Lynx.
Shouts out to my girl Liz Cambridge. Hope she's doing well.
31. She plays for the Sparks.
She plays for the Sparks. Shouts out Liz Cambridge. Hope she's doing well.
Yeah, she plays for the Los Angeles Sparks, and I believe WNBA is done today.
Also, shouts out to Smart Water, man.
Smart water that is smart.
Keeping you smart every step of the way.
The Phillies are up 1-0 on the Cardinals, headed into the bottom of the 6th. Not a lot of action going on in that one.
Good news for the New York Mets as well, as Jacob deGrom makes a rehab start today in the Farm League. So hopefully the best pitcher in baseball gets back very soon. It's always good for the league when their best players are playing, of course.
Yeah, and I really like what Robbie Ray's been doing of late. He has locked back in over his last 5 or 6 starts, man. He has absolutely been shoving. I actually had a future bet on him for the most wins this year. I was pretty high on the Mariners as a whole.
It's like a guy looks like a Tony Goslin might be cashing in that check.
Yeah, and also Justin Verlander. Justin Verlander leads the league, I believe.
Let's see.
I think Verlander has 10, and everybody else has 9.
I think Tony Goslin has 11, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
Could be wrong. Let me double check. Tony Goslin is 10-0.
So he has 10 as well. So him and Verlander seem to be in the running there as the tip. Guy Santos all the way, right-handed, up and in. 74-57. The Warriors are trying to make this a little bit more interesting. Thanks in part to Guy Santos. As that's RJ Cole.
Good pass. Took an extra step there, but they do call it that. I don't know. Mason Jones is making me mad, man. I don't know.
Mason Jones. You're not a Mason Jones guy.
I was before the game started. And then I saw his body language. Look at the body. He shrugged his shoulders. He's act like he'd been there before. I mean, classic Arkansas Razorback, but prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I'd like to see more run from J.D. Note, but I'm glad Jacob Gilliard's getting some run. Of course, Jacob Gilliard beat the Kentucky Wildcats at his time with Dayton, but who didn't that year? Defensive specialist. Steel machine, played for the Spiders of Richmond. Yeah, I keep saying Dayton. He was from Richmond. Great defense.
Follow us on TikTok at xfactor_sports_talk.
That's sick.
I know it is.
I'll go follow right now.
Yeah, I need to keep that one in our bag. But yeah, I mean, we need to get a Twitter up in Bruin. That's something for us to do. And here we have it, guys. Santos gets it into Sleva, who gets it right back to Santos. Santos starting to take over. Flips it up, won't go, and you guessed it, Fabian White Jr. all over the glass. Tried to get it up to Scotty, and it looks like slapped away.
Let's get a little stat update here. As it is.
Give us our stat update with Fred.
Yeah, man. Balanced scoring all the way around. Swider is now leading the way with 13 points. As Scotty Pippen Jr.
McCoy knocks it in. You just missed a really nice move from McCoy. He's getting a lot more comfortable from Javante McCoy.
Scotty Pippen Jr. with 7 assists, 2 steals, no turns, and 11 points. Really standout guy.
He's played really, really well.
For the Warriors, man, Lester up to 13 points. Really low assists. There was only 6 total assists for the Golden State Warriors with 30 rebounds, and it looks like the Lakers have 42 rebounds, so a +12 margin on the glass.
I I had thought had been pretty wide. It's 77-57. Sasha Kalea-Jones getting another run. Looks like they took out Fabian White Jr. That's Javante McCoy, Scottie Pippen. We got Mason Jones. Who else is out there? Sasha and Max Christie. As that one's knocked away from Mason Jones all the way at the other end. That is
Mason Jones did not hustle for that. Did you see him? Like, what was that?
He did not.
Gilliard, I've mentioned multiple times, is a steal master. He led the NCAA in steals for a couple years as a Richmond Spider.
Scottie Pippen over to Christie. Christie cross court to Mason Jones. Mason Jones loses it again.
Get that man out of the game, Phil.
Here comes Alex Morales on the other end. It looks like they're going to. They got somebody at the scores table. As Jessup says, Sasha, please
Kentucky
don't do that
great.
again.
Formal McDonald's All-American.
Leah Jones. And, yep, Mason Jones is having a seat. Wow, Sasha slides over and swats it away.
Always had that.
We did. We saw a little bit of that in Kentucky.
McDonald's All-American. Just that team was
a little loaded.
Don't know what that team was, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander emerged as the
star. Alex Morales pull up jump shot. He's got good form, and that's Javante McCoy skying in for the rebound.
Impressed me this half.
Up to Scotty. Scotty all the way. Got fouled. He got absolutely hammered.
Scottie Pippen, of course, like I mentioned before, 7 assists, 0 turns. That is exactly what you want to see from your PG.
77-59, 6:42 to go. Shot clock down to 17 as McCoy's inbounding it. Gives it over to that's Paris Bass. Paris Bass had a quiet second half.
No relation to Brandon Bass.
He kind of plays like him too.
He's Thaddeus Young, but alrighty, I promise. Thaddeus Young is in a different jersey today, I promise. That's him.
As Moody loses.
Great hands. That's his third steal, man.
All the way.
That's Scotty's third steal.
I love that. He's playing really, really well. 79-59, 6:15 to go. All the way at the other end, Alex Morales.
I think right now, man, Scottie Pippen Jr. is leading the way for player of the game in my eyes, man. Especially with Jay Huff not getting a lot of run in the second half. He's been I don't think he's played much at all.
Scottie Pippen Jr. draws the foul there. Again, 79-61. Lakers are on top. The Warriors are without a bulk of their Summer League roster that'll probably take the floor once they hit Vegas. Again, just to kind of reiterate, Jonathan Kuminga is supposed to be playing. Jay Wiseman is supposed to be playing. And Patrick Baldwin.
Great pass. Oh!
Sasha, he's flexing. Look at him. Talking his smack.
Beautiful feed to Scotty, man. Making it 8 assists.
Scotty.
And another
Oh, he's causing so much pressure on JD as you set up.
Scottie Pippen Jr.'s got me up, bro. I am loving this energy from SPJ.
SPJ.
My standout. Look at this pass.
Oh my!
Baptized. Eats Hawks his schmackaroos.
He wanted a lob, but oh my goodness, that will be on highlight reels. I appreciate the ref not calling a tech too.
Who's the Lakers backup one right now? Might be SPJ.
I don't know if we have a backup one. I'll have to check my Google sheet.
Because SPJ, man, is putting on a clinic.
Let me see if I can go to my Google sheet right now. Because if you label Austin Reeves as a backup one, but I don't think he's that. You're looking at JD Note as a guy that, that dude's not bad. Kendrick Nunn. Kendrick Nunn would be considered the backup for the Lakers.
SPJ, man, right now, 15 points, 4
and just
steals,
put in the layup. He just worked that pick and roll.
That's
he's playing unbelievable.
4 steals, 8 assists, and a plus-minus of 20. He's leading the way for the Lakers in that department as well. Sasha, another great defense.
That was Moody. Back to Moody, blocked away. This Laker team, my word.
Defense is really sticking out, man.
Over to Sleva. Sleva's played nice in his short minutes. Swider over to
showing a little presence, bringing up the ball. I like that.
Over to Pippen, who gets it to Max. I like this lineup. Pippen looking to isolate. Step back 3, won't go. Blocked away.
Probably his first mistake there, but that's okay.
That's all good. Moses Moody now against Christie. Christie doing a great job.
He's bigger than he seems, man.
Yeah, he is stronger than what he may appear.
As the great Kendrick Parkins calls him, Modi Moozy, Modi Moozy. An all-time draft day moment.
83-63, 4:30 to go here in the California Classic.
Wish we could have taken the podcast on the road and did a live stream from the facility.
Yeah, that'd be something. As you set up and in, that lefty touch.
Smooth, man. I think he might be one of the guys that's really staying out for the Warriors for me, if there is any. Besides, I think him, Lester, Mosey, but Moses are the three really standouts for me.
Looks like they're clearing the bench on the Warriors side as Christie left-handed feed to Swider. Swider for three. You leave that man open. You leave that man open, you have a price to pay. As 2-1 from downtown again. JD Note looking to attack, drives, draws, kick, turns it over.
He's lost. Not JD Note, but old boy down low is lost.
21? Yeah, 21. Salam Mawugwe.
Swider is now 5 for 8 from deep with 16 points. Doing a great job.
He really is. He's playing his role. I mean, dude, he's going to be a pro. He is going to be an absolute stud next to LeBron. And again, this is the type of guy that if, all hell breaks loose and we have to keep Russell Westbrook, he's a guy that can pair nicely with Westbrook. A ball down, even with THT. Like if, Laker fans are really, really critical of Taylor last year, but again, terrible situation for him. Like, he can create for himself and others. Like that would be great to pair him, Swider, next to him. But again, I think the emergence of SPJ gives you a little bit. I think if you had to pick between trading Nunn or THT, I think you got to think Nunn with the ability that SPJ has shown. Obviously, it's a different level of competition, NBA guards, compared to just Summer League guards. But I don't know. I really want Kendrick Nunn to work out, though, if I'm being completely honest. I like him a lot.
Yeah. I need to see a full season from him.
What you're going to get is 1 year left on his deal, as is half the Laker roster, over half of it. I mean, literally, we have two people on contracts for next season.
I think all this rest for LeBron, though, is going to do wonders for him, man.
Same with AD. AD's been off for ever. As Javonte McCoy checks back in for the Lakers. It's taking everything in me not to call them the South Bay Lakers. I just want that to be thrown out. I've literally almost said the South Bay Lakers like 7 times.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty much what they are, huh?
I mean, it's beautiful. As now, RJ Cole brings it up. Little emptying of the benches on both sides. Max Christie still in the game for the Lakers. And Sasha Kalea-Jones up top hands it over to Bassman. Bass gets fouled. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed with a few names here. Obviously, Scottie Pippen Jr. Max Christie showed me a lot rebounding and defending. Cole Swider just knocking it down. I'm really upset we didn't get to see Vito Brown. Vito Brown started for him in game 1, looked really, really solid. I'm also sad we didn't get to see Sharif O'Neal.
Yeah, I haven't seen Sharif play at all. And a lot of people have been hard on him. They're like making fun of him because he averaged 2 points a game at LSU. But I was like, well, the 30th pick, a first-round pick averaged that much this year. So,
yeah, let's Sasha Kalea-Jones.
Okay, hey, turn it around. I like it.
Maybe that dunk kind of eased his nerves a little bit. Like, okay, I belong. I'm here. That block led to the dunk, led to the flip, and the score. Little float game out of Sasha Kalea-Jones. As now we have
the question of the day: where was Sasha Kalea-Jones before this? Because nobody knows. He did not play at NC State. He did transfer over there after Kentucky, but did not play a single game.
Guys, Santos over to Leicester.
Hey,
Leicester's been solid.
Hey, Quads McGee, man.
Leicester's been really, really solid.
Yeah, Leicester's been good, man.
RJ Cole.
I've enjoyed watching him play.
Over to Sasha. Sasha now. 3 levels. It's good.
Hey, man, listen. Hey.
I think the block shot that he had really kind of calmed him down. It was his first big moment of the game. It slowed it down for him as Christie.
Max Christie's the best. I'm telling you, Oh.
Over to Christie. I want to see Christie take a jump shot. Javante McCoy just weaving all the way and hacked. Yeah, this won't be the only Laker game we do. That is for sure. But Tuesday, again, for anybody that is watching, I'll put it up on the ticker for the rest of the time here. The next live will be Tuesday. What's the date for me, Fred?
Tuesday will be the July 5th, the day after
5th?
The holiday.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to watching those OKC Thunder. I'm looking forward to the Santa Clara Jalen Williams the most.
Yeah, I think it's going to be – this has been so much fun, I think, for both of us.
Yeah. I can't wait for this to be UK games, dude, and regular season NBA games. Yeah, I'm going to be a nervous wreck during UK games. You're going to have to do all the play-by-play because I'm going to be here.
I love doing play-by-play for him. I have like
I'll be playing defense. I can't even. I'll have to stand up and live stream. I'll be closing out. Just
Kentucky/Lakers. It's my sports book. I'll dive into this. I'll keep running stats, running totals for us. It'll be a grand time. It's there's nothing quite like live streaming a Kentucky game. The excitement that goes into it. The raw emotion as a fan that you feel watching is unbelievable. But as you can see on the ticker, next live, Tuesday, July 5th at 9 o'clock p.m. EST. You do not want to miss it. It's going to be so much fun. The Oklahoma City Thunder Summer League basketball action. It's pretty much their entire team without Shea. So
yeah, man. I hope Poku makes an appearance.
There unfortunately is no Summer League games tomorrow.
Nope. Being a holiday and all. So everybody enjoy their Independence Day.
Enjoy your Independence Day. Watch some baseball. Eat some hot dogs. Eat some hamburgers. Enjoy the time with your loved ones and just have a good time. And, of course, as always, stay safe out there. It's a crazy world.
It is a very crazy world. If you are on the roads, please be safe because Independence Day equals alcohol. So,
yeah. Celebrating our freedom.
This episode is actually brought to you by Uber, Lyft, and all other ride, services because they are available. Put down your keys and call an Uber. Uber. Use code XFactor for nothing. You can put it in, but
nothing will pop up.
One day.
So we've been at this for what? I mean, the first game was at what, 5 o'clock?
Yeah, you got to think too, man. We did a very lengthy recording this morning too.
About 3-hour recording. We're hopeful that'll be released probably tomorrow morning, potentially. Maybe tomorrow night, depending on the scheduling, how they want me to do that. We'll kind of figure that one out, and hopefully we can get that KD video out as well. And, again, we will have live streams. I think that's a huge way. Luckily, that was only tripped. He didn't get hurt. Yeah. His foot just got tangled. Did not look good. A minute 38 left, 93-69. We've had a really, really solid game. And the Lakers have kind of taken over here to end. A minute 38 to go. Guy Santos all the way. Flips it across. Beautiful pass. Smokes the land, does Lester. But that was a beautiful pass by Guy Santos.
93-69.
Javante McCoy downhill and gets it over to R.J. Cole. R.J. Cole looking. A little step back, 3-push shot. Won't go. Kind of ugly. And that is
rebound.
A great rebound. As Mac McClung finds his way back out there. Pretty sure that is Les. I can't remember that guy's name, and I put away my freaking sheet. He flips it up, and it's good.
He flips it up. That was Pierre Lewis, maybe? Or Fabian White Jr., maybe?
Fabian White Jr. That sounds correct. Guy Santos has had a pretty frustrating game. Give me his line if you got it pulled up.
Yeah, man. So for my man Santos, of course, he is a -12 in the plus-minus department. He has 7 points, 4 turnovers, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, and is shooting, 3 for 7 from the field. So not a lot of volume, but the turnovers you'd really like to see go down. And he hasn't really been, a guy who's kind of being active. But let's take a look at Sasha Clay Jones, man. He's really impressive. 7 points, man. He's got
Let's see. He's got only 1 rebound. He's got the block. That's not showing up on the box score, which definitely should be on there. But
as there's Fabian White Jr. again, 97-71. This will be back-to-back high-scoring games from the Lakers Summer League. As there's a tough take, Alex Montez. I think that's his name, Alex. No, that's Willis. My Lord,
that's a kid from Wagner. Wagner U. The U.
Hey.
Wagner U. Do you? Maybe. Oh man, a lot of sports today, man. Probably a 3-hour recording this morning. A couple 2-hour live streams, man. We're on that grind, baby.
We're on that grind.
Wow.
And there you have it. Back to back.
All right, what's up with Fabian White Jr. just going off these last
100-point games for the Summer League California Classic Lakers as Lester looks to add to the Warriors total, and he does. 100-77 will be the final score as the clock dwindles down on the California Classic. And what a day. I mean, this was fun in all intents and purposes. It was better than I thought it would be. As we now will, I guess, do our player of the game. Fred, I think we can both say with pretty much sincere confidence that the player of the game will be Scottie Pippen Jr. 15 points, 8 assists, 3 steals, and a plus-minus of plus 18. You can see it up on the screen now, Fred, if you want to take a peek. There you have it. Scottie Pippen Jr.
Thank you for putting the plus-minus on there. 0 turns, too. He did not turn over the ball.
That has to be added. I mean, that's just 0 steals, 0 TOs. Yeah, I mean, there you have it. I mean, very, very good game from Scottie Pippen Jr. Again, the Lakers win 100-77. Fred, I thank you so much, my friend.
Dude, thank you. It was a great time. Congratulations on the win. Lakers get themselves a Summer League win. I know it's just Summer League, but
congratulations to Scottie Pippen Jr.
Hey, congratulations
player of the game.
Can I give one more shout out to Max Christie, a guy who only had 8 points tonight, but he also had 6 rebounds and led the team in plus-minus with a plus 20 while he was on the court.
I love that. I love this new streaming format. It looks incredible. It really is something. And I think once we start, we're gonna poke around, try to get some nice, intro stuff to maybe pair into this, and I'm just excited. And Jay Huff is a guy that's kind of gone under the radar. Was our first half player of the game.
He played the second
player of the half. Yeah, he really didn't play in the second half. But anyway, again, thank you, sir. This has been awesome. This has been fun, and I'll see you on Tuesday night, where the Oklahoma City Thunder play against the Utah Jazz.
And be on the lookout for videos getting dropped this week as well.
There's going to be multiple videos being posted weekly, and the TikToks will probably start being posted very, very, very soon, daily, as we're looking to revamp, restart, and revitalize the X Factor Sports Talk. Thank you guys so much. We love you. We'll see you on the other side. See you Tuesday.